Hi everyone. Once again, welcome back to return back to our channel, Path Ultima. Let's talk about the continuance of Phase 2, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Right. So, Saudi, it's one of the dominant country for the rules and regulation. We know about that one. Right. So, 1971, they just starting their phases about the planets. The first prize is just promoting about the highway roads and port and airports, right? So 97, when they just decided to start have different kind of phases, one, they just want to know the people who just living the country, their own person, their own individual citizen, they just need, if the government just earning the more profit from oil, they're just getting plenty of income from the oil sector or other anything, that's very useful for the public, for the citizen. So right, so when they just buying the car, buying the they just want to travel any other plane, so there should be a record for the high roads. The road should be the very quantity and should be a better, because it's not the road who just be how to travel in like a natural place. It's South Kingdom, Saudi Arabia. It's one of the country who have the length, plenty huge amount of the desert area. So that road and they just highway hold, they just have a plan from each sector. So if the one travel, just want to travel Dammam to Jeddah to another than Riyadh or Riyadh to Kamis Mushet or Najran everywhere. So the road it's a record for that. If you have the facility, oil or doesn't have more money to pay for that one, because oil it's no need to pay, because the country you have plenty of protection for oil, so no need to pay more about that one, right? So they just promoting, they just mean highway. The second one is port. Why they just for a second? The first phase, the second edition was the none other than the port, because they have to transport your oil and rest of the cargoes or rest of anything about, because the port, the port area should be how very secure, and the port should be one of the smooth for business. It's compared to like the air cargo or anything. The port area, when you just passing your oil trucks or van to one places, they can hold in the plenty of huge weights, right? That it's not like the same the aeroplane or normal truck bus. That's why they just promoting. So second phase, they just promoting about their education, health and social thing. The education point of view, the most of the Saudi now it's we know the technology, the modern area they just be study. At the time when we starting 1971, there are plenty of doesn't getting a proper education, because only depends on the language and their Islamic culture. So they tried to just starting to a new kind of a special English university, arts and science university in everywhere. And about health we just know that how human beings they should be have affected plenty of disease, and even they just living any kind of weather, any kind of place. So that's why the government want to protect your people from the health point of this, and the social affairs that should depends on how they're just living. So that was the phase 1 being part B, and the other phase they just be mostly about the banking, agriculture and employment means the person who the youngest people, they're just looking for a job, right? If they're just looking for a job, unfortunately the young blood who do not get, so they want the youngest people committed, they just how to busy with some, especially after complete the just education, or they just young how to try out their ability, they should be how to work. So in it should be different kind of worker base in arts, industry, doctorate and mechanical, automobiles and travel, tourism and everywhere. So they're just promoting for that one. And from the banking point of view, they just invite, especially when foreigners put your investment there. So there the Saudi government that's allowed the foreigners, if you want like to invest our country, we will elect them you, right? So if you want to elect in this, and the banking sector. So if you earn the money, the bird said you have to deposit, you care about the money. So they all the promoting about that kind of things. So now what they just, if there's a face out with this country it's developing, you have 80% of getting from country from the profit of oil. So the country definitely need the security system, because the defense. So they majorly focus on defense. All the borders should be have, especially in Arab countries and other Asian countries. All the borders they make more secure, mindful. The defense should be how powerful, and they just selected light candidates who had to be work in the civil area. So The investors, they're just starting from 1990. They just opened area in 1990. So from 1990, Saudi just going the smooth running from their works. They have investors, they have promoting education. They just 80% over. From there, for all that effort, they just come to 2005. They are the one of the country who just be part of World Trade Organization, WTO, right? That's be they getting the certificate from 2005. So 2016, from that they just move it 2000. That's at the time 2005, the King Khalid, who is be the ruler of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now 2000, that's its upcoming crown king, the elder son of King Khalid, that Salman, who has a special vision for 2030. So that was a promoting about, especially for the ladies, because in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, ladies who just going to backward, they not come to forward for the work, right? So they just be simply sitting their house only like that. So they just want to erase that one. They just want to fulfill the ladies come to forward for all the kind of professions, and especially about their agriculture and water. And they just want not completely depends on the oil. If the world it's not required for the oil in anything, that should be first affected the Saudi Arabia. The world decided, or due to the development, its oil it's banned for everything. If you for the green nature or something, or there is, we have the organized the science, they just be find out another kind of things, just take a comparison compared to the another kind of things using the oil. You got my, if you got my point, right? So they don't want to be depends on completely about soil. If the world is desired and our world it's not right to be used, not required for anything, that should be affected for Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and solving the issue that. So from 2030 visions, they have to try to just have 6 points in growth of business, the education and employment, the third was health and even goals, and they want any homeless. The fourth one is there is plenty of poor people, so they want to be any homeless, and they're just promoting social development and tourism. So Saudi have a special vision for 2013, right? They just be want to be one of the top country around Asia and around the world. So we were just wishing the all, because our never country plenty of people, family relatives may be working there, and I would be also work from there. So wishing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia better things, and they're going to be ahead in the world. So I hope you just listen the two parts of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You got the history and past and what they just going to do about in the future also. So keep support and keep support us. Thank you so much, and I wish you each one of you a better life and a better future. Thank you so much.